Hey there, this is Jamie Plies, and it's day number 28 of my 90-day vlog challenge. I'm going to make this super short and sweet. Some people may or may not know I don't celebrate Christmas, and you probably have no idea why I don't. I've got a lot of people saying, Merry Christmas and all that lovely stuff, and they have no idea why I have probably not posted anything of the same on my page. And I will say it's because a long time ago, I was pagan, I was a Wiccan, and I knew that what people celebrate as Christmas actually comes from pagan origins. If you don't believe me, that's okay. You can think I'm insane, you can think I'm crazy, but go ahead and test and prove all things. Actually, that's one of the things I did want to talk about in this video, is whether we're talking about your spirituality, we're talking about traditions in your family, things that you eat, things that you do, things that you learn. Test and prove all things and hold fast to that which is good. Meaning, take the time to find out what the origins of that belief is, or that tradition is, or is X, Y, and Z really good for me to be eating just because everyone's saying it is. Don't believe everything you hear, in short form. But on top of that, this is a time of year that's really heated because a lot of people, like, well, Christ was born this time of year. Well, if you actually look through the scriptures, it's physically impossible for him to have been born in December 25th, and that's a whole nother story. We don't have an exact day, but the time frame just does not line up. It's physically impossible when you look at things like John the Baptist, Yahuchanan, when his mother conceived him versus when Mary conceived Yahushua, aka some people call him Jesus. It's just not possible. So in anything that you do, just test and prove all things, because it's going to enlighten you. It's going to help you become a better person in general, and just be able to live your life better. Like I said, this isn't just about spirituality. This is about your health and wealth and just everything. So I want to say another thing is a lot of people who have been blessed with taking the time to test and prove all things and enlighten themselves and realize these different things, like these what's pagan traditions and what's not in the scriptures versus what is, and just different things in life. Well, sometimes they forget that they didn't start out that way. Most of them didn't, or there might be some that did. Maybe some people are blessed with knowing the truth 100% from the get-go, and they forget to do something very important that I want to read to you. It's actually in Matthew, the 22nd chapter. And that's Matthew, that's Matthew, for those of you who don't know. And it says here, in this is 22:36, Teacher, which is the great command in the Torah? And Yahushua said to him, You shall love Yahuwah, your Elohim, with all your heart and with all your being and with all your mind. This is the first and great command. A lot of people are not doing that. They make excuses for why they choose not to do things that are clearly outlined in the scriptures because, well, this was a tradition in my family, or whatever the case may be. And I'm not just talking about Christmas. This is about all kinds of different things. People make excuses. But this is besides this, the next thing that it outlines is something else that I see that's happening all the time that's really bad. And it says, this is the first and great command. And the second is like it. You shall love your neighbor as yourself. On these two commands hang all the Torah and the Nebiim. And that means prophets, for those of you who are not familiar with Hebrew. And a lot of people aren't doing that. They're arguing with people that choose to still celebrate Christmas or Easter or whatever the case may be. They're calling people names, they're telling them they're going to go to hell, and all kinds of other interesting things. The thing is, not everyone is meant to be woken up. And they're definitely not going to, I would say the majority, are not going to wake up with you bopping them up over the head and screaming and yelling and calling them names. If anything, you're going to drive them further away from the truth. And this goes with anything. The fact is, people are not, treating their neighbors in that kind of way. They're not loving their neighbors at all. They're talking behind their backs. They're just doing all kinds of nasty things. And this, like I said, this doesn't just have to do with Christmas. dawned on me that this is the time of year I really see, the fangs and the claws come out in people in general. And so I wanted to bring it up that you have to realize we all start somewhere and everyone's walk is different. And it's loving to let someone know the truth and let them figure out from there how they want to handle that, if they want to do their due diligence and test and prove all things. But at the end of the day, it's up to them to make their choices in their life. It's their free will. It's their soul. It's their life. And so you have to respect that they have that free will. And you can't just berate them and be crazy and hurtful and whatnot, because that's not going to get you anywhere. And then you yourself, who are telling someone else they're not following God's rules, are also not following God's rules. You're breaking one of his top commands. So it's just not good. So the best thing I can tell you is, no matter what you believe right now, in anything, like I said, this isn't just about spirituality. This goes for everything. Test and prove all things. Know why you do what you do, and then make your decisions from there. Be educated in knowing why you're doing what you're doing, so you can have the best chance possible in your life. And then choose, to follow these first two commandments. Love sums it up. Choose to love more, choose to be more, choose to do more. If everyone followed those simple things, just saying, I don't think there'd be any wars. Definitely wouldn't be all this drama that's going on. The world would be a much better place. So I hope you're with me in this challenge to love more, love your neighbors, and all that good stuff. All right, I hope I gave you some food for thought or some words for thought. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Love you all. Peace. Shalom. Salam.